This is the YVESS podcast. I call it the House of Living Essence. These conversations are an invitation to pause, to reflect, and perhaps to uncover something within yourself that has been quietly waiting beneath the noise. Yes, welcome to the House of Living Essence. I'm going to tell you why this house exists. When I was a teenager, I remember asking my father a question. What is the meaning of all of this? At the time, I didn't realize that question would stay with me for the rest of my life. Years later, I began hearing the very same question in the eyes of my own children. Not always in those exact words. Sometimes it appeared in their worries, sometimes in the things that they wondered about, sometimes in the silence between their questions. And I realized something. Perhaps every generation is asking the same questions. We're simply using different words. And as I grew older, I looked around and I saw a world full of opinions. Everyone has something to complain about. Everyone has an answer. Everyone says someone should do something. And one day a simple thought stopped me in my tracks. Aren't they someone? Then another thought followed immediately behind it. I'm someone too. I'm a mother, I'm a perfumer, I'm a student of life. And if I keep waiting for someone else to make a difference, perhaps I'm missing the point. So this is my contribution, these conversations. Not because I believe I have extraordinary answers. I don't. But because I've spent years asking questions that have profoundly changed the way I see myself, my relationships and my work, fragrance and leadership and the world around me. Those questions have made me laugh. They've humbled me. They've inspired me. They've challenged assumptions I didn't even know I was carrying. And some of those conversations we're going to have together may inspire you. Some may even surprise you. And some may ask you to look at familiar things in completely unfamiliar ways. And guess what? Some of these questions may make you wonderfully uncomfortable. And it's not because they're controversial, but because the growth often begins with a question we've never considered before. This isn't a place where I'm going to tell you what to believe. In fact, I hope you don't simply accept everything I say. I hope you think about it. Challenge it. Test it against your own experience, because philosophy is not about having the right answers. It's about learning to ask better questions. Perhaps the first better question isn't simply who am I? Perhaps it is who am I beneath the noise? Who am I beneath the expectations, the conditioning, the fear, the habits, all the opinions, and all the stories I've believed about myself? Because when we begin returning to ourselves, really returning, we don't become someone else. We become more fully ourselves. And from that place, something extraordinary begins to happen. Our decisions change, the way we speak changes, the way we love changes, the way we lead changes, the way we raise our children changes. And even the way we care for our communities change. Not because someone gave us another set of rules, but because we became more present. And I think presence is one of the greatest gifts we can offer another human being. So throughout these conversations, you will hear me speak about fragrance, not because it's a podcast about perfume. It's much bigger than that. For me, fragrance became a practice of awareness, a way of becoming still enough to notice. Just a little way to return to myself. Our sense of smell is deeply connected with memory and emotion. A fragrance can become an anchor. It's reminding us, not, not reminding us of who we wish we were, but gently reminding us of who we are when we're at our very, very best. That's why fragrance has become such an important companion in my journey, my own journey. And this House of Living Essence has many rooms. You'll find conversations about presence, identity, relationships. What other categories are there? Leadership, courage, neuroscience, fragrance, philosophy, and about your fragrant journey. You can walk through whichever door speaks to you today. There's no right order, only conversation you need most at this moment. These conversations are not an invitation to escape the world, they're an invitation to become more fully present within, to notice more, to think more deeply, to ask better questions, and perhaps most importantly, to ask yourself one simple question every day. Is the way I'm living elevating the people around me? Because if enough of us began there, I believe the world would become a very different place. Thank you for joining me. My hope is that these conversations encourage you to return to yourself, to think more deeply, and to discover the quiet wisdom that has been waiting beneath the noise all along. And I've only just started these podcasts now, so subscribe to the blog and you'll receive notifications whenever I publish another podcast. So it'll be slowly going, and I'll probably do 1 or 2 a week to start, and then after that maybe 1 a week. And you'll be notified and you can join me. So welcome to the House of Living Essence.